Hey guys, once again I'm studying for an exam, and this time it's a course called Psycholinguistics. It's a course that I absolutely love and I thought was really interesting, and I was wondering if you guys would be interested in seeing some videos about that. Basically, it's my way of preparing for an exam. It's making a YouTube video. It's kind of lame. Anyway, I asked around on Twitter if you guys would be interested in it, and I got a lot of positive responses, so for those of you who hate psycholinguistics, this isn't gonna be a very fun video. I'm sorry. First I should explain what psycholinguistics actually is, because I had no idea when I first started the course. But it goes back a while. Alright, so a quick historical overview of what led to psycholinguistics. 60 years ago you had two basic tendencies. You had the structuralists, who tried to define the basic building blocks of language and the structure, and you had the behaviorists, and they focused only on observable behavior. The guy who best represents the behaviorists is a guy who most linguists know, and his name is Skinner. He wrote a book called Verbal Behavior, and he said that language is just conditioning. He saw language as stimulus response. So this is a stimulus, and the response would be chair. That was the response. The naming is the response. The language is the response. But then Noam Chomsky came and he attacked Skinner's book.
Your theories can't possibly explain the complexity of human language.
I assume he spoke like this. That was silly. I'm sorry. I've just been dying for a reason to use my playmobil guys in a video. I used to have all this playmobil and I loved it and I played with it all the time, and now I have these huge boxes filled with this stuff and I need reasons to use it. Leave a suggestion and tell me if you have ideas what I could use the playmobil guys for. But this was actually a video about psycholinguistics, so moving on. Also, I thought it was kind of strange that Noam Chomsky here, he looks kind of Amish. I don't know why I picked him. And Skinner has the glasses. See? Because I wanted him to have glasses. Right, okay. Chomsky approached language from a mentalist perspective, and he said it wasn't enough to merely describe the phenomena that occur in language, but we also had to try to explain them. Chomsky is most well known for his idea of universal grammar, and he believes that humans are genetically predisposed to use natural languages because we have this separate mental faculty for it. He believed that we all have this blueprint of what languages are like because languages share abstract universal principles. To try and identify his universal grammar, he came up with transformations. In my study material, the transformations are described as just tools to transform a deep structure into a surface structure. Experimental psychologists were really interested in these transformations because they thought that Chomsky meant that it actually presented what happens in a person's head when they process language. But that's not really what he meant. Experimental psychologists assumed from these transformations that the more complex a sentence is, the longer it would take to process this. For example, the red book is a very simple sentence and would take less time to process than the book that is read. So they did tests with real people to see if this was actually the case, and apparently it took the same amount of time to process both sentences. So now experimental psychologists realized that Chomsky's theory was not going to explain what happens in a person's head when they process language. So they decided they must define their own research agenda. Cutting a very long story short, psycholinguistics is all about what happens in a person's head when he processes language. Alright, so that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and it wasn't too boring for you. Leave comments and tell me if you like this kind of thing, because I can make more about psycholinguistics. There's still some topics to discuss. For example, I could tell you a couple of articles that disagree with Chomsky, and I could tell you like the main reasons why they disagree, and they're pretty convincing. Or I could tell you some of the famous effects and techniques used in psycholinguistics, as well as talk about some neurocognitive syndromes like aphasia, which was really interesting. Anyway, I'm crazy about this stuff, so for me it's kind of amazing and fascinating, but I don't know if you guys like that kind of stuff. So leave a comment and tell me what you think. I hope you will. Take care. Peace out.
Oh, Skinner, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. Here's a cake.
See? Noam Chomsky can be nice.